What's up, guys? I hope everybody had a amazing Christmas and a happy New Year. I'm sorry I have not been on here on my channel. I have been going through some things, as you can probably hear by my voice. Um, it's it's been not the best start to a new year. I'll just say that. So leading up to Christmas, I was not feeling very well. I actually was having trouble breathing when I walked, well, not even long distances, sometimes short distances. I kept thinking like every day I was like, oh, I'll get better. And I was trying a bunch of different medicine and like over the counter medicine. And I thought, well, this has to be like some kind of cold or something. Like it just has to be something like respiratory or, something like that. So I made it through Christmas, and I think it was like the 27th or the 28th. I woke up and I was coughing this stuff up, and it was like kind of like a dark brown. And of course, you know how like everybody is, like myself included, I go to Dr. Google and it says that it is possibly pneumonia. So I text my husband and he was like, you need to go to the doctor today. So I said, okay. So I go to the doctor. When they pull me to the back, I told them that I thought maybe it was pneumonia. So they kind of agreed with me. So they took me in, um, they did x-rays of my chest. And the doctor looked at those x-rays and he came in and talked to me and said that it wasn't pneumonia, that he actually thought I had like an upper respiratory infection. So that they were going to give me a shot, and then they were also, my blood pressure was like it was extremely high. And if anybody knows me, knows I've struggled with my blood pressure for like years and years. Like I've been on like every medicine you can imagine to try to control my blood pressure. So, he decided to adjust my blood pressure medicine, and he said it's not pneumonia. It's not. I think you have an upper respiratory infection, but there's something else that is going on too. And I said, okay, well, what is it? He showed me the X-ray. He said your heart is enlarged, and that to me was it was a shock because I had never heard that before. As a matter of fact, I had just had X-rays on my chest. I don't know how many months back, because I thought I had pneumonia then too, but it was like a upper respiratory infection then, and bronchitis. So, but nothing was ever caught with my heart. So he said, your heart is actually enlarged. And I was like, what? It shocked me. And I said, well, what do we need to do to get it back to normal size? And he was like, I don't think that it's something that is going to be reversible. It's irreversible. I don't think we're going to be able to get it to go back down. And so he put me on some medicine, changed my blood pressure medicine, and I'm going to go back to see him in a month. It's so crazy, like when you are told news like that your heart is enlarged, because it's something that I never would have thought of before. Like I never would have thought that. Now that I think about it, prior to going to the doctor, I was at work and I felt like a flutter in my chest. So I don't know if that was something to do with my heart being enlarged. I don't know. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to get like emotional with this video. So I'm keeping like a very positive mindset, you know. It's not to say I didn't lose it as soon as I got out of the doctor's office and I got in the car. I called my husband and I lost it on the phone with him. And it's so crazy because I'm not one of those people that just break down and I'll lose it, you know. I'm not one of those kind of people. I feel like 2021 has kind of has maybe pushed me to that border of being a very emotional person. But that's not who I usually am. I don't like lose it like that. I can keep composure pretty well. So, you know, my husband told me, you know, don't get upset. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to think positive. You know, we're going to pray. So I said, okay, let me get off the phone and let me go to the pharmacy and get my medicine filled, and then I will get something for Ja or son to eat, you know, while I'm there at the grocery store. So I pull up at the grocery store and I'm like, I'm trying to compose myself in the car before I go into this building because I've been squalling from the time I hung up the phone with my husband to when I pulled into this parking lot. I had been boohoo squalling, you know. And one of my friends that I work with, it's crazy because she called me like literally as soon as I had put the car in park and took my seatbelt off. She called me to check on me, and I lost it on the phone with her. I started squalling and we sat there and talked, and I told her what the doctor had said, and you know, she said everything's gonna be okay. You know, we're gonna pray about it. And you know, I am a believer, and I believe that God performs miracles every day. And I know a God that can raise those from death and can cure miracles. And so I know that there's nothing that my Lord cannot do. So, you know, that's the mindset that I try to have. So I talked to her for a few more minutes and then got off the phone with her. And I went on in, got my prescriptions filled, got y'all something to eat, picked up a few other things, and then I came on to the house. My husband was there waiting on me when I got home to give me a hug and tell me everything was going to be okay. So I got all the medicine going, and I took my medicine, and I went to bed. So I went to work, and then I actually had my birthday off. So I celebrated my birthday with my family, and then I worked on the 31st. So when I got off work on the 31st, I went over to see some family because they were watching a football game, and I just wanted to say hey. And I wasn't feeling like tip top, but I thought like maybe that was like some of the medicine, like because I did have that upper respiratory infection. I thought like maybe things, you know, maybe it was just that. So I came home, or I stopped and got something to eat, and I came on home, and I took a shower, and I went to bed. And not too long after I went to bed, I woke up and I was like freezing all over. I was like so cold, I couldn't get warm, and I had a headache. So I got in the shower. I thought, well, this is just my sinuses or something, you know, something's going on. So I got in the shower, got out of the shower. I mean, I took as hot of a shower as I could. I mean, it was like so hot. Got out of the shower, put sweats on, got in the bed. I was freezing, like I could not get warm. I was so cold. So I slept on and off through the night, and I slept actually until that afternoon, on and off. And when I woke up, fortunately for us, I had, a few weeks ago, I bought a bunch of C-word home test. So I asked Lamar, I said, will you please give me a test because I think that I might have it. So he gave me the test and it was like instant. I tested positive. So then I have to call my boss. Yeah, man, this new year is not turning out to be the new year that I thought it was going to be. When I tell you how bad I felt the first 2 days mainly. The third day, I started feeling better. The first 2 days, I could not stand up. My head was, or maybe it was the second day, my head was hurting me so bad I couldn't stand up without like this overwhelming feeling of wanting to vomit. I was freezing cold. My back felt like it was going to break into. I felt like somebody was just like bending me backwards. My back just felt like it was going to snap into. I laid in bed and slept on and off like all day long. And then on my third day, woke up, I was feeling a little bit better. My body hurt. Nothing like it did the first couple of days. And then I actually got up and I did a couple of things around the house because you actually need to kind of move around so that nothing will set up. You know, they tell you to make sure you're sleeping on your side or your stomach. It's extremely difficult for me to sleep on my stomach, but I can sleep on my sides. So I tried to get up and move around so that nothing would settle. Hopefully pneumonia would not set in. You know, it was those kind of things. So yeah, and then this is my fourth day. I feel a little bit better. Got up and done some things, done a few chores around the house, just because I want to keep moving. I pushed through the last 4 days. Was it difficult? Man, yeah. The thing that scared me the most is because when you're dealing with the C word, people who have pre-existing conditions like high blood pressure, heart issues, diabetes, those kind of things, we're at higher risk of health complications. So that's something that has really scared me. Can't tell you how much prayer I've asked for and prayed to the Lord above. But I am feeling better. I just wanted to say, please take care of yourself out there. This virus is... I didn't realize like how bad it was until the last few days. Like it's rough. It's not a cold, I'll tell you that. So, but yeah, hopefully I will be back here on my channel in the next few days, just trying to recover and get to feeling better. Please keep me in your prayers, and I will keep you guys in my prayers. I love you guys. Let's try to make 2022 a good year, even though this is not the best start to it. And once again, I love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.